Now I'm going to put this on mute. Hey, 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 are we live? Natasha, are we live?
I believe so, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marsha Guerrier, the founder of Women on the Rise NY, and I am here live streaming via StreamYard, powered by StreamYard, with the one and only Natasha Nurse. Which way am I going?
Which one do you mean? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I think.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Are you here? I'm doing the Vanna White. Are you Natasha Nurse? Please let everyone know who you are.
Yes. Awesome. Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another exciting Women on the Rise live stream. My name is Natasha Nurse. I am the coach, speaker, and content creator behind Dressing Room 8, which is a coaching and consulting platform. Primarily, my premise is for women to work on 3 specific things to win in their personal and professional lives, which is to think with clarity, to dress with confidence, and to live with purpose. So that's what I'm about. If you want to know more about me, dressingroom8.com. But I'm super stoked and excited to be here.
I'm super stoked and excited to have you here too. Even though you left the great state of New York, I love these social media streets. So we get to see each other every day, or we're not, pretty much every day, because we're here on social media meeting up, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This is where we hang out.
Exactly.
So tell me how, and everyone, how has it been thus far in Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
How, just quickly, just give us a brief. If you guys don't know, Natasha was a almost lifelong New Yorker, and we met here in New York at our live events networking, because Natasha and I both share a passion for networking and entrepreneurship. And Natasha made a decision for her and her family to move out of New York. So Natasha, how has this change and transition? We're talking today, guys, by the way, household items. We're talking today about, knowing when it's time to change, and what a perfect conversation to have with Natasha, because she made the ultimate change and she left the big bad city. Who does that? I'm scared. I love New York. I love New York. Right?
Yes.
So, Natasha, I want you guys to share this broadcast out. Natasha and I are going to be just chit-chatting, having a little girlfriend's lunchtime chat live here, powered by StreamYard. I'm not getting paid for this, y'all, but I love this new app that I learned. Shout out to Dr. Akina Finch, right?
Yes.
Shout out. Somebody type in Dr. Akina Finch, tag her, let her know we love her. Thank you for always sharing all the tools and tricks of the trade. And so, Natasha, tell everybody really how your transformation has been thus far.
Okay, so I am, like you said, right, longtime New Yorker. I was born and raised in Manhattan. I lived in Manhattan till I was about 14, then kind of moved around New York for a little bit, and then landed at Penn State, where I met my beautiful and talented husband. And then I became—
Hello, Khalil. Khalil's watching somewhere, guys, I'm sure. Hello, Khalil.
Absolutely, yes. Shout out to Khalil and Woken Free. And so I became a Long Islander since I was 18. And then I pretty much lived in New York until I was, the end of 32, just turned 33. And for us, we decided that our time in New York had come to an end for a couple of reasons. A, New York is hella expensive, and there's just no reason to pay that much to live in that state, in that city. And then also, we were so frustrated with the weather. Being in Eastern Long Island, it was, when it rained, it rained. When it snowed, it snowed. I mean, it was quite biblical, really. And we were just tired. We were tired of being snowed in. We were tired of waking up and wondering what type of natural disaster, what tornado was coming our way.
In New York? Oh, come on.
Yes, you guys just had a tornado in Long Island.
That was like so crazy and bizarre.
Yeah.
How that happened. I thought I was in a safe place here in New York, listening to all the, Caribbean islands and the West Coast earthquakes and here and there. I'm like, oh, New York is safe.
No, not quite. Well, because again, you guys are you're surrounded by a body of water, right? So whenever you're near water, issues with water happen, especially with climate change. And yes, climate change is a real thing, guys.
Real.
let's get that together. And for us, we wanted a place where we could be sunny, where it could be sunny every day. I wake up, I don't even have to think what kind of day it's going to be, because it's going to be perfect. It's sunny Arizona. It's a yellow mellow out here, right? So that was great. It's like every day I've been here, it's hit over 100 degrees. So I don't have to worry about, oh, am I going to be cold? It is burning hot. I literally have like sunspots now from how I'm getting. And
you guys out there, you've been following Natasha for a long time, whether you're a part of the Women on the Rise network or the Dressing Room 8 network. Natasha is a staple in both platforms. And I know you guys have seen the transformation in her Arizona glow. I'm like, I'm coming to get some of that sun. Is it a different sun in Arizona? It's gorgeous. You've got
it is. It's mountains everywhere you go. I think it's magical here, because everywhere I'm driving, I see like mountains on my left or my right. It's beautiful sun, and it's hot, but it's dry heat, right? So it's not like New York heat. New York, 100-degree weather is miserable. Why? Because there's so much humidity. There's mosquitoes. There's angry New Yorkers. It's a lot going on there. But in Arizona,
Wilson, we have Wilson Shantae watching.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, let us know where you're from, where you're watching from, and just shout out to everyone watching. Thank you. Share this broadcast as we talk about knowing when it's time to change. I'm gonna let Natasha finish telling her. Well, I wanted to know. So you mentioned, some of the main reasons why you left. Hella expensive. We know that. The weather and the climate, but truly, really, with you growing up and New York being, and as an entrepreneur, like New York is an oasis for networking. Like it is the mecca of finding new connections. There are millions of people out here for you to reconnect with all the time. Truly, how hard was that decision for you to really leave behind your family? I know you took your dog and your cat with you, but the first home you and Khalil built together, and how really, I know for me, we're going to talk about that later and get into some changes that I've gone through this year, and it's been really hard, really hard for me. So how difficult has it been for you?
Not at all, right? So me and Khalil are very much kind of not super sentimental people when it comes to New York for some reason. I think it's because, when it comes to where you are and where your happiness is, that's a choice, right? And you can take your happy and find your happy anywhere. And yes, I've been asked that question, like, how could you leave your network of New York? Well, guess what, guys? We live in a global world. There's such a bigger world outside of New York. And yes, New York holds it down for a lot of things, but I'm on the West Coast now, right? And the West Coast is not something to snuff at. I'm 5 hours from LA. I'm 4 hours from Vegas. And I said, at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer in opportunity, and it's scary, but what's scarier is not pursuing the unknown, the opportunities that await you, because you can make money, you can build relationships, you can grow your network anywhere you choose, but you have to make that choice. So we made that choice. And when we made the choice to move to Arizona, just something in us, just like automatically, I had this instant relief, because I found New York to be a bit overwhelming and a bit stifling, to be honest, because it's the attitude and there's a lot of negativity in that state. There's a lot of people who have drunk the Kool-Aid, who say they're New Yorkers, but I don't think New York is serving their mind, body, and soul. So they're miserable. And so they're trying to overcome the miserableness, but you can only overcome a problem when you identify the problem. And for us, we identified that we weren't happy in the situation, in the house, in the place where we were in New York. And we said, you know what, it's time to find our happiness, and there's no better time than now. So we did, and it was a crazy ride, and it was a crazy drive with the dog and the cat.
Drove. Let the people know you physically drove. You didn't get a moving company to just take your stuff and haul your car out on a flatbed. You actually drove. With the cat.
Well, we shipped the little car, and then I drove my car with the cat with me, the dog and the cat, and then Khalil drove a 26-foot truck, which he had never done, right? So the idea of like how do you do something you've never done before?
Something
You
brand
freaking
new.
figure it out. You do it, and we did it, and we drove. Some days were 12-hour days that we had to get here in less than 5 days, and we got it done. And like Marie Forleo, shout out to her, and everything is figure outable. I completely agree with that statement and that premise in life. If you want something in life, you will make it happen, because when you want something, human beings rise to the occasion.
You guys, you actually took it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you tell me? You actually really did a aggressive change, and we don't. You really got to plan out big life changes, but you did it pretty aggressively. Shantae is tuning in from Las Vegas. Vegas.
Hey, girl.
Living in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching this afternoon on our lunchtime girl chat with Natasha Nurse and Marsha Guerrier. So what you said was you were, you're of the mindset. And so as you guys know, I am the founder of Women on the Rise. And right now I'm a business coach, and I work with people in 4 main areas. And then yesterday I shared with you all those 4 areas on one of my live chats, which is mindset, money, marketing, and media.
Yes.
I believe that all 4 of these areas helps and strengthens and culminates into successful entrepreneurship. And so the mindset was your primary focus in making the decision, sticking with the decision, and then moving forward, and then doing it on such an aggressive way. Right?
Well, absolutely, because you can build out the other M's, right? But we always have to come from the first firm mindset, and then you can find a way to make the money, right? You can find a way to market the new business, the new product. You can find a way to tap into media, right? But we have to, the mindset is, I would argue, probably one of the most important M's, because everything else stems out from that M.
Absolutely. It's the first on the track. It is the first thing we go through as I begin any coaching program, my group mastermind, my group programs. It is always the first thing we deal with. And people are always stunned and surprised that we do that, because they don't believe that they have a mindset issue. Yeah. And the minute we start going into work mode and talking about what a proper CEO entrepreneur mindset looks like, I get, wow, I didn't think of it that way. I get people who say, oh, wow, that is something pretty interesting, because, as you're going along and you're doing your activities day to day, I'm sure you feel like you kind of have a handle on it. You think you know what it is that you're doing from a functional perspective in your business. And so you think that that is what makes for a proper mindset, and it doesn't. There's so much more that is added to it. So Natasha, I want to share with the people. Well, I'm not going to share too much, but I want people to know that this year I've been going through such a major change, shift, and transformation in myself and in my business. It's not something I have actually talked publicly about at all, right, this year, but I have decided to do a full rebrand of the Women on the Rise network.
Woohoo, yeah.
Last year we went into like a beta rebrand. We rebranded our handles from Women on the Rise NY to Women on the Rise Network, because we were building a really strong network, and both online and offline, because I'm all about the offline networking as well. And some things came up, logistic stuff, legal stuff, that just didn't really, I guess, sit well with me, serve me, and I know where I'm taking my business. So I started the year off making sure that my business was secure and fully and legally secure. And then I found out it wasn't, because your girl was sleeping at the wheel. But what I found in all that, in the time that I was going through the process early on this year, is that I always told myself that this was my temporary brand.
Mm.
I did. I started off knowing it was a temporary brand until I figured out what the brand is going to be. And so for me, right now, going through that realization and understanding that I had no choice. I had choices. Oh, I could spend thousands of dollars in legal fees going after what probably could be considered rightfully mine.
Mm-hmm.
But was it worth it to me? When I thought back to it, when I sat in my prayer meditation, talking to God, I realized for me that it was really never mine. I made that declaration 6 years ago when I first started Women on the Rise, that this is just a temporary thing until I build and build and build to where it is in that 10-year plan. And for me, I'm right along where I should be in the 10-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
Except I needed to change the brand identity.
Powerful.
I'm super excited. I'm going to be making the major reveal and announcement of the new brand at the 6th annual Women on the Rise Forum and Expo.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you guys don't know, I host an annual women's conference in New York. It is called the Women on the Rise Forum and Expo. To be continued if it will still be called the Women on the Rise Forum and Expo.
Yes, yes.
We're not quite sure, but we do know this. The same style of coaching, the same vision, ideas, and mission still holds true for me. Mm-hmm. I am in no way changing what it is I've been doing for the last 6 to 10 years of my business. I will still come to you as your coach, the CEO of Women on the Rise, and we're actually not changing the company name. We're just rebranding the public persona of Women on the Rise New York.
Gotcha.
And so I'm excited to still continue to come to you and actually further enhance the products and services that we are providing to you guys. You guys know, in addition to the annual Women's Conference, we produce a anthology. For the last 3 years, we've been producing an anthology, and we are here right on the heels of proof, right on the heels of launching and releasing the next installment, which is called Soaring Beyond the 9 to 5. So it is my mission, passion, and goal to continue to work with women that are solopreneurs working a full-time job and building a successful, sustainable, and profitable business. I will do that. I will continue to do that with the team of coaches, expert coaches that I've used within my programs throughout the years. We will continue to do that, but we're going to do it with more intention and really with more tools, more resources, right? And more coaches.
What's exciting about the new brand and the new coaching programs and opportunities that people will hear about when they go to the conference, which you need to go to the conference, get your life, go to the conference.
I'm gonna give the website link for you to get details.
Absolutely. And I think what's interesting is now, anyone can sign up for a coach, right? Anyone can say, okay, I need a business coach, I need a life coach, but are you going to master the 4 M's of business? Are you going to be able to have curated coaching that will speak to your individual needs at each of those 4 stages of your business? Or if you say, well, hey, I don't want to start a business, but I still want coaching because I want to elevate in my career. Yes, you have a place. There's a place for both the career woman track as well as the entrepreneurial track. And I think that that's what makes your platform extremely exciting. And it's interesting. So, I'll flip the script back to you. So you said you always knew that there was going to be a shift and a change, right? But what was it that ultimately made you say, you know what, it's time to change today, this year, 2019, no more waiting, no more angst?
Well, again, I started off the year knowing and doing a full deep analysis of the brand and the business because we're moving into another direction. We were building a website that was a true social platform. And then so my vision, if you don't know, my vision is going to be that, tech startup, we're trying to build a huge social platform for women entrepreneurs, primarily multicultural women of color who needs a safe space to really commune and build and grow, right? And get the content that they need to do that either on their own or through group coaching. Oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, for the most part, people come to me, and as a business coach, I help bring them through all those areas, right? And I connect them to other resources to help them grow in those areas. If you have a business coach, and I'm saying this to say, they come to me and they think that they need coaching in one specific area, and they just want to narrow in and zero in on that, and which is great, and you do need that. But for the most part, if you are in business between, I would say, 3 to 5 years, and you've been doing it on your own, now is the time. Within that time frame, that 3 to 5 year mark, now is the time for you to actually actively seek out and do full deep dive assessments. And you can only do that with really working with multiple coaches at one time in their expert modalities. It is not, I would not recommend, or I try not to recommend, until people get a real great understanding of where they truly are in their business. I would not recommend that you take a custom specialized coach and work with them. Oftentimes people go straight to that, shiny object, that marketing coach, that says, I can take you from 0 income to 6 figures overnight. Come on, let's be real. You can't, that doesn't really work. And so they've been burnt by those shiny object coaches, those, looking coach that says, hey, I'm consistently making this amount of money in my business. Let me show you how. But the truth is, it can't be repeated by every single person. There's no individual blueprint. It takes some personalized attention. And that's why we build out small groups for those people that can't afford private coaching. We do smaller groups and of coaching, and then you, within those groups, you still get access to coaches, and we take our time and go through 6 months of training in all 4 areas of business. And I'm super excited about it. It came from, so getting back to your question, it really came from making the decision that, one, I'm unique. Hello, there's only one of me. And as I did, the more research I did on my brand and my competitors, I guess it is, or if there was a woman on the rise, there is a woman on the rise everywhere, because we're all women on the rise. But does it speak to that solopreneur, career working woman who needs her own professional group of executive coaches in her platform? So I had to make the decision that while it served me for the last 6 to 7 years, capturing my niche and my audience, it is no longer sufficient to speak to you who's listening, who's watching, who's sitting at home, or right now you may be sitting on your lunch hour, because it is my lunch hour, because I am a full-time employee, but I take these opportunities during breaks like lunchtime in order to have conversations with you guys and do the things that I do here through Facebook. So when I want to impact 1,000 lives in 2020. I want to take 1,000 women, Natasha and I talked about this all the time. I want to take 1,000 women and impact your life and help you get the mindset, the money, the marketing, and the media that you need to grow your business. I have gone through all of these areas within my business, within myself. After 20 years being in corporate America, I'm still in corporate America as a business analyst, product owner, product manager, all of that stuff. I've taken other brands and businesses that were already millionaires, by the way, and taken them into different levels for themselves. But why can't I do that for you guys? That's what I want to do for you. I have been, as a business analyst in my field in fintech, I have been able to bridge the gaps between the technology, the stakeholder, and the business. And that's been my job for over 20 years now. And I want to take that same exact concept that I've done in corporate America, making the rich richer, to small businesses. And I'm so excited. So all of that and thinking about all of that, reflecting on all of that is really why and what, when I knew exactly when to make the change. And knowing that, okay, Women on the Rise is awesome. And I think we're all women on the rise. We will forever be women on the rise. That just wasn't unique, and it just seemed a bit mediocre. There's so many groups out here now, so many events. I'll tell you when it happened. Earlier this year, I will tell you, in the same time that I'm doing all of this, talking to lawyers, figuring out options, how are we going to get back our intellectual property and all that awesomeness, which is not awesome to go through. For some reason, this is how you know God is so good. I kept getting people sending me emails or inboxing me on Instagram and on Facebook and even text. My core crew of women would send me text. Hey, there's a Woman on the Rise event happening. There's a Woman on the Rise group happening. There were so many Women on the Rise groups, and I get it because the name is synonymous with what we are and who we are. We are women on the rise. We are women who want to achieve more. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And in my discussions with my attorneys and thinking about going after my intellectual property, I said, no, everyone deserves to feel like they're a woman on the rise. That's why I started this thing, right? So I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars, and I didn't want to go through it. And to be honest with you, I had a name in my back pocket for a couple of years. Yeah. And I've been sitting on it and just waiting for the right opportunity to start a different business with it. And I said, well, why? Use it now. Use it now. And of course, before even mentioning it to anyone, we went through all the legalities that we need to do to make sure that my intellectual property is protected. And I can't wait to talk to you guys and have my attorney, Nicole Spence, at the conference this year on Friday, the VIP Mastermind Day. Yes, Nicole Spence will be there to really talk about and break down protecting yourself and your intellectual property. So it's really something that's importante to me, and it's been a resounding theme in my life for this past year. So I'm excited to bring that discussion and answer any questions you guys may have at the conference this year.
So why don't you, I have one more question I want to ask, but why don't you do a quick overview of just the conference details, just because people who are new to the platform who may be watching, you know, maybe they don't know how many days, the costs, what to expect, go into that.
Thank you. So the conference right now, we are a 2-day conference, October 18th and 19th. We are at the LaGuardia Plaza Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. You guys could spend the night. We have a discounted rate. If you go through the website, www.womenontheriseny.com, you can book your hotel stay at the LaGuardia Plaza Hotel. For the 2 days, we have on Friday, we have a full mastermind day where we're taking you through training in order to get you hands-on skills and tools to help you create your landing page, get your sales and money matters in order, understanding what revenue you want to make, and giving you tools to actually help you achieve those goals, helping you to automate your processes. Because one of the things that happens when we're dualpreneurs, and I know, you know, we don't have much time left, but I want to talk about this probably tomorrow. We'll talk about this. I'll come back to you either later today or tomorrow. But really understanding the difference between your business running you or you running your business. So at the conference on Friday, the VIP Master Day is going to take you through creating the strategies and putting together your first sales funnel that will allow you to, one, capture leads, and then automated set emails in order for you to retain your customers and nurture them and build relationships. So we're taking you through the 4 M's: mindset, money, marketing, and media. We're going to have there's about 3 marketing classes scheduled. And again, bring your laptop. If you're coming, we're telling you, bring your laptop. We're going to give you swipe emails. You're going to create your very first email funnel. You're going to create your very first landing page if you haven't created a landing page before. But we're going to get really specific in helping you identify who your target market is, how to use Facebook ads with all of these tools that we're going to go over, and to help you just get the word out and creating media exposure for yourself. It's not always about getting to Oprah. She don't have a show anymore. It's not always getting to the top shows on the top networks, but every media exposure could be good media exposure. You never know who's watching. At any level, online media is the fastest growing and most accessible media outlet for any entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
We're going to be teaching you how to do that, how to get yourself exposed out here in the streets, and we'll give you a workshop on how to build your how to start a podcast if that is something you're interested in.
Ooh, nice.
Love it. We in our announcement we'll be talking about our podcast restarting and this year as well. And Friday evening is our Woman on the Rise Awards dinner, where we're going to be honoring some amazing women. Each year we have honored women that do amazing things for our community, and this year is actually we took it a step further this year, and we're hosting a dinner just for that. And Saturday, October 19th is the full day event where you will have featured speakers, panel discussions, all surrounding what? The 4 M's: mindset, money, marketing, and media, and really culminating, taking the advice and the experiences of experts who are going to sit on these panels. We have a Mom Boss Money Moves panel with a panel of very diverse women that are going to share with you how they build out multiple streams of revenue to help their family unit, not just their one particular business stream. Building multiple streams of revenue is very important. So we're going to talk about the money moves. We're going to talk with a phenomenal group of marketing experts. If you don't know Kathleen Meredith, the founder of the Fat Girls Movement, she will be there. If you know her through there, you're going to be more surprised to find out where she came from. She's an expert marketer, excellent writer. There's so much that she is going to bring to the table and talk to us about. She has been doing digital marketing for over 10 years, I believe it is, right? So she is going to be there on our marketing panel, along with Dorinda Walker, who is another phenomenal expert in the field of entrepreneurship and marketing. And so we have a packed 2 days of just every year. Everyone's like, more? Yes, more, because that's what we asked for.
Well, we can always learn. We can always be better, right? And we can, and I think that, now is the time, right? So many people are so frustrated with their jobs, their day jobs. They're frustrated with their lives. Entrepreneurship can be a game changer. It can be a life changer. I would say currently in my bathing suit, happily changing my life, and I got more confidence, and I got more gusto and aggressiveness because I am an entrepreneur, because I'm a content creator. So I think it can change your life in ways you can't even imagine. And if you are ready to change, then you know what you need to do. You need to go to womenontheriseNY.com, sign up today, whether you can just go one day or both days. You will get transformation beyond belief and transformation you've never received anywhere else. So I've been there. I don't think I'm going to be there this year, but you know, I know. I'll be in the pool. It's okay. But I'll miss out though. It sounds like it's going to be freaking amazing, and like anyone who doesn't make it, you're going to kick yourself. You're going to be like, gosh darn it, like I really wanted to do this, and there's no excuse, right? The prices, go tell them the price point so that they have an idea.
Oh, right now we have a September back to fall special happening, $99 for the 2 days. It retails and it goes back up to $225 for the 2-day event. And so we have a special going on right now just for you guys for the month of September, the transition month, because this event is all about transitioning you in the right mindset, money, marketing, and media for your career and our business. And we're just excited to really meet all of you there this year. Last year it was a full house, and this year will be no different. People come. The testimonies I get from the conference are that they have met new business partners. They have met different coaches, because we do offer that again as a extension to our services. Mm-hmm. They have left the conference and feeling more empowered to go and actually do the things that they say they want to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Directly after the conference, they leave the conference and they go directly into action mode. They go directly into executing the things that they say, because guess what? We're going to encourage you, and we're going to push you, and we're going to continue to affirm and remind you that it don't end when you leave the conference. Yeah. And we're going to give you some tools this year that to after the conference to help you keep that momentum, going on. Natasha, I appreciate you for joining me today.
Thank you. It's always an honor, always a pleasure to chat with you. And guys, everyone tuning in, if you're excited, click on womenontheriseNY.com and get your tickets. $99, you said? That's an incredible savings. I mean, that in and of itself is like, I mean, it's my birthday month, so I would consider that like a birthday for yourself. You can consider that your fall investment. Every quarter, you should be investing, hopefully every month even, investing in yourself. And I couldn't imagine a better investment, guys. So womenontheriseNY.com, get your tickets. Do not miss out on that savings, because $99, that sounds freaking amazing to me. And guys, if you're scared about what change looks like for you, this is the opportunity to learn what are the changes you need to make. Right? It's all about incremental steps and taking the right steps in the right direction. And so I really think this is the platform for you guys, and you're going to be blown away with some of the amazement of the new brand, the new product options. It's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be like, you guys are going to be like dropping the mic, like drop the mic. Absolutely. Yes. So questions for me, as I've been a part of the conference, as I will be, repping it from the West Coast for hopefully people to come on out and take a nice vacay. And the hotel is actually truly gorgeous. I mean, it's really pretty. And that's you've been doing this for so many years, so you definitely have a really cool style as to how you put events together. So I think people are in store for amazing, epic transformation.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And if you're not ready, you don't know if you're ready, I have the perfect thing for you. Natasha, I almost forgot before we go.
Yes.
Right? We're hosting a 5-day entrepreneurial mindset challenge. We want to help you get ready and prepared to come to the Women on the Rise Forum and Expo, to get ready to take notes, learn some new tools, and take action thereafter. This 5-day mindset challenge is going to prepare you for exactly that, to prepare you to get you in the proper mindset and framework for you to take everything we're doing at the conference and continue and ride that wave and that momentum. And so I'm going to put the sign, you can sign up for this 5-day mindset challenge I'm going to add the link to the chat, and then we'll be talking about it. I'll be talking about it from, it starts October 7th, because I want you to still be in that same mojo. I want you to come in and ready for us to really take your business into that next place that you need it to be in. You need it to go so that you end 2019, the final quarter of the year, with high confidence and success, so that 2020 goes up, goes up, goes up.
Absolutely. Right? Amazing.
Thank you so
today,
much.
Guys. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll see you guys today. If you're here on a replay, #replay, let us know that you have watched the replay. Tell us where you're coming from and share this out with your friends. Thank you for watching.
Woo-hoo. Yes. Thanks for having me.